Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, it's Friday, the reins have been handed over to the BonBon buddies over on Patreon and they've voted me in this map. Is it any good? Well, all will soon be revealed. Much as most was revealed last night on my second channel, BonBonB 2, where I started a new horror survival game, Outlast 2. Now, when I say always revealed, that flashing logo is not there in the main video. Yes, that is a face cam, a reaction cam of me playing this very scary game. I don't know what's more scary, mind you, the game or my face reveal. It's not a full reveal, but it's definitely worth checking out if you're curious. While you're over there, hit the subscribe button and join the following over there too. Meanwhile, as you're probably already subscribed here, just one other thing you can do. That's right, hitting that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thank you for your support. Today's map is Cliff Valley by Sir Dinkeldorf Xtra sous, a creator we've done a couple of times in the past, and from memory I think we had an 8-star and an 11-star. There's your start square where we have the highway just peeping in on the left and the water peeping in on the right. We have a look at the terrain heights, lots of plateau style land, so probably good for city builders if you like building cities, which is the point of the game really, isn't it? And then you've got resources, we've got fertile land up the river and oil in them there hills. Off to the workshop, no DLC required today, but Theme Mixer 2 is suggested to be able to change the colour of the water. We'll be using the Stray Cats theme Homecoming and the realistic 1.2 LUTs, plus you've got some trees as well. Theme Mixer 2 isn't essential, it's just a bonus really, if you want to tweak the colour of the water to make it look like Sir Dinkeldorf would like you to have it. But again, down to you. You can choose whatever theme and LUT you like, of course. Right, okay, what do I think of the highways? I think they are fine, adequate. No problems with them. There's nothing you're going to want to change. You might have other ideas, but if you were to go with the existing network, it's absolutely fine. I would grumble about maybe having another outside connection with these highways, a third one on top of the two that we've got already, but strictly speaking, should be all right. Okay, this intersection, this is the main intersection going down Start Square, down the left there, edge of map off to the top of the screen. It's not the most polished. It's, again, fine, but basically coming down the hill here and then going up the ramp, and it's quite high, relatively high anyway. I think you could drop the entire elevation of that by about a third and it would still look good. In fact, I think it would look a little bit better. Anyway, following the highway down into Start Square now. So, second channel, in case you're interested in Let's Plays, we've currently got a Project Cars 2, which is a simulation racer. We have got the survival horror game Outlast 2, which first episode was last night. We have got Subnautica, which a lot of people have been asking me to play, so playing that. That is an underwater alien world survival, so lots of catching fish, surviving alien shark attacks, that kind of thing. A lot of fun so far with that one. And Civilization 6 Gathering Storm, which is a strategy world conquest game, turn-based, and again, if you like Cities Skylines, you'd probably be okay with that, actually. Anyway, there's your start square. It looks solid to me. Hint of water in the bottom. And we've got an asset. And this is old friend of the show, Armesto. Yes, old guest of Skylines Talk a little while ago now. And we've got this. It is the Lucus train station. And it's just beautiful. Just beautiful. Doing a Southern European build, you need this railway station. Building variations mod required for the these bits on the back. And factoids, because factoids. Sir Isaac Newton, one of the most important scientists who has ever lived, died on this day, the 20th of March, in 1727. His sex life was literally a non-starter, and it is thought that at the time of his death, he was still a virgin. Nerd culture in the 1700s. I mean, he seemed to have done all right for himself, the Newton. I mean, we think about Newton, and we often think, I wonder if he died a virgin. sorry, Isaac. Sorry, Sir Isaac. I don't mean to laugh at your sex life. Mine isn't much more exciting than yours was. Anyway, Lucus train station by Armesto. That is freaking glorious. So we head back down the highways. Let's skip along this highway. We've been down here. Let's go and join the main highway off to the edge of the map and talk about something else, shall we? Okay, right. So back to this intersection, and yeah, traffic's flowing nicely. Where were we? Yes. Was that a 2-lane highway? There was a 2-lane highway there, wasn't there? And I've recorded the show now. But anyway, this is a national road. That looks to me like Network Extensions 2 to me, going by the colour of the lines. Also, it's not connected to the network. You probably spotted that already. And that is a pattern. Oh, I wish I'd checked this now. I'm pretty convinced that that's Network Extensions 2. Was Network Extensions 2 on the requirements list? I don't think it was. But as again, I have already put the show together, so that is a late amendment. If it's not on the requirements list and it is Network Extensions, then this game will be broken. Oh, hell spells. I'm gonna have to check this one. I'm gonna make amendments midway through the edits, and maybe have to change my star ratings. Bear with me. When we come back after the intermission, I'll have double checked that one, and I'll bring you up to date with it. Meanwhile, this highway is perfectly lovely. I like the way it's going through this dense forest. It's a really dense forest, nicely done, and it just slowly but surely makes its way off to what would be the fog. Now, meanwhile, we have another one of these highway connections that doesn't quite highway connect, right? And then if we head over here, we have got the rail. Okay, so we'll follow the rail, and then it'll be intermission time, and then I will do a quick cut. You won't know anything about it. In fact, if I was professional, I would just say, I'll tell you more about that because no, I'm not that professional. By the seat of my pants, I'm doing this. By the seat of my pants. Anyway, the rail's fine. The rail is absolutely fine. I can't grumble about it. Again, there might be some areas where the gradient isn't quite realistic. Possibly like this up and over here is arguably maybe a bit steep in places. But in the context of the game, I'm very happy with it. So we're just going to keep going. Nobody's getting marked down on that one. We've got level crossing there in amongst all the rocks and stuff. It's quite tidy again, nice tidy detailing. And then over here we have got a junction. We could go to the edge of the map, but the junction is interesting because up here we've got something that isn't the edge of the map, and it gives me a chance to get my singing vocals in operation. My singing vocals. Are you ready? Yeah, sit back, get some deep breaths. I've got to say though that we've got some containers on the track there and not sure what's going on down here with this truck with a container, but it's got a lovely view of everybody's favourite factory. Yeah, what's going on with that? Quite funny. Do like a bit of a giggle.
Are you struggling with water physics in the game? Are you constantly drowning and flooding your soggy little sins? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Water Physics by BonBonB. Click the information button now.
And so back to Cliff Valley by Sir Dinkel, Dorf, Xtra, sous, and the shipping routes, of which they're fine actually. Absolutely fine. They're not too close to the coast. They could be a little bit further back, but it's not a huge problem at all. And then down here we have got the split, and the split is a lovely curved triangle, and that just goes up into the bay. So that's all very nice indeed. Goes off the edge of the map right there. Nothing to complain about. Water flow. Something to complain about. This is your main and only river. We've got a hint of motion down there. Motion? Hint of motion is what we have. It's wide. There's plenty of water, but it's fairly slow. Here we've got a little bit of a pickup of speed here. And then down through the start square, which is right there, there's, well, very little. In fact, let's have a closer look at the start square water, which is right there. It's shallow and it's light, and it might be a problem for some of you. Others, if you're using custom assets, you'd be fine with it. Right, the map as a whole, I kind of like the geology of this, Over here, at the edge of the map, we have got the hills. They are for backdrop purposes, and they're quite tidily done. Then across the middle of the map, we have the plains and plateaus. And again, they feel very playable indeed, with just like a little hill ridge in there to make things a bit interesting. The river valley over here, I really like. I think a different theme might bring it out a lot more, but that is absolutely lovely, actually, got to be honest with you. And then up here with the out on the edge of the map, we've got the hills again, making the whole island, the whole map. It's not an island. The whole map has got a real valley feel to it. The river looks really lovely. It's a little bit light in places, but again, that's all set for more detailing and bit of work. And the geology, the erosion lines or whatever are quite nice. Not the most polished, but they are quite nice indeed. Again, if you want a detailer's map, then perhaps this is a map that you could just take it up to the next level while you're building. And then we have, well, we've got the wind farm up here on the ridge. Looks pretty nice. That links down via power lines into the start square and off the edge of the map as if you were exporting power, which is quite nice. I mean, it's deep in the fog. Nobody's going to care, but it's there if you want to do that. Then over here, well, we've got this little lake here. We're not even going to look at the lake, actually. Hang on. What? Oh, you are. So Dinkeldorf, who was this knob you speak of? Don't know. It's not my alter ego, is it? Anyway, this national road is not connected to the highways, but it is network extensions 2, which is not on the requirements list, which means it's a fail. It's a horror show on the day where I'm doing a horror show. There's your essential lighthouse, in blue. And of course you have got the essential sunken ship alongside it. Where else would you have a sunken ship? Right next to a lighthouse, obviously. Anyways, over this side of the map, I'm going to show you actually, we'll go back to the highways. Forget about the rivers. Have a little look at these highways. So yes, these are network extensions 2. So you will want that mod. Oh, hang on. Let me just show you this lake before we look at the highways. Quite like this is tucked down here. We've got a nice little hunter's cottage going on there by the jetty. And a good sized lake there as well. Quite like that little area. Could do a little bit more polish to it, but it's actually quite a nice idea. Then we've got the hint of blue mantle right off in the deep fog, so I don't mind that at all. But you will possibly have noticed the lack of an arrow going on the edge of the map there. I.e., we've got no outside connections on these national roads. It's not just that one, it's all 4 outside connections on these 4 are missing. Which is why we see no traffic on the roads on this side of the map. This is fixable with Bloody Penguins mod, I do believe. Any road outside connections, I think it's called. And yes, they connect, or would connect over there and would connect over here. Let's just check, make sure the roundabout's going the right way around as well. It is. So that's fine. That's points for that one. Anyways, what do you think of this map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. What do I think? I think it might struggle, but I got a soft spot for it. Really do like the shape of this river valley. Aesthetically, it's nice. It's nice. It's not amazing, but it's nice. And the overall design is very solid. Can't mark it down on that. I just don't think it really shines as much as it could do. I'm going to give it a very solid 3 stars for aesthetics. Detailing. On the whole, it's fine actually. There's 1 or 2 nice little areas, but most of it is just, it's a good solid effort of a map. And for a good solid effort of a map with no major issues, a hint of blue mantle and a couple of non-connecting highways, but still give it 3 stars. Gameplay. I was going to go 3 stars for this. I was thinking about 4, but I was going to go 3 stars. And then network extensions 2, which means without network extensions 2, which of course is not on the requirements list, this map will be broken. And a broken map is a guaranteed 1 star. I have to award that, I'm afraid. I hate doing it. I hate it. But I have to. So there we go. But now you're empowered with that knowledge. It won't be a problem for you because you'll get network extensions 2 anyway, having seen this show. So the map won't be broken for you, clearly. Anyway, that was Cliff Valley by Sir Dinkeldorf, Xtra sous. Yeah, I like that River Valley had a real nice feel to it. I could go fishing there. I don't do fishing, but I could go fishing there. Anyway, that's it from me for today. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Head on over to BonBonB 2 to see the face reveal, or the partial face reveal, whichever. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow.